A mile above sea level in the Guatemalan highlands, Lake Atitlan is best explored by boat. About a half-hour public launcher ride from the lake's hub of Panahacho, passing between the Toliman and San Pedro volcanoes. Santiago Atitlan is the largest of the lake's 11 towns. Tsinhai, House of Birds in the indigenous Tz'utujil language, was the capital of the Tz'utujil Kingdom from the 13th to 16th centuries, until it fell to the Spanish and their Kaqchikel allies. But the people never let go of their pre-Spanish traditions. While indigenous culture is strong in all the lake towns, Santiago is the strongest, and the only one where men still wear traditional attire. Even laundry is done traditionally. Down in the lake, as it's been for 1,000 years. Our tour guide Elmer explained that they even clean with traditional organic detergents, an important detail since the lake is a protected ecologic zone. We hired Elmer at the port to take us around in his tuk-tuk. Tz'utujil is his first language, Spanish his second, and he uses Google Translate with English-speaking guests. He kindly let us record him speaking Tz'utujil. Traditional textiles are also made here, and both men's and women's clothes are beautifully intricate and colorful. This traditional women's headwear is featured on Guatemala's 25-cent coin. Worn by Concepcion Ramirez, a Maya Tz'utujil from Santiago Atitlan, whose father and husband were murdered during Guatemala's Civil War and Maya Genocide. Indigenous peoples were enslaved under the Spanish, but the 20th century brought another kind of exploitation. The United Fruit Company, later Chiquita, built fruit monopolies all over Central America, systematically taking indigenous lands for its plantations and forcing 80% of the people into indentured servitude, and brutally enforcing their policies, frequently with the help of the United States Marines in what's now called the Banana Wars. In 1954, democratically elected President Jacobo Arbenz was overthrown in a CIA-organized military coup, triggering the Guatemalan Civil War. The U.S.-supported Guatemalan genocide destroyed hundreds of Mayan villages, killed over 200,000, and displaced over 1.5 million. Stanley Rother from Oklahoma City served the people of Santiago Atitlan from 1968 to 1981. A vocal advocate for Tz'utujil rights, he was murdered in his church by a government death squad, only one of 10 priests murdered in Guatemala that year. He is enshrined here in Santiago Atitlan and was beatified by the church in 2017. A turning point came on December 2nd, 1990, when the Guatemalan army fired into a crowd of unarmed Tz'utujil protesters, massacring 14. 2 weeks later, the army left Santiago Atitlan and are now banned by law from ever setting foot into the town again. Santiago Atitlan is also known for its traditional wood carving, and one carving in particular that can be found down narrow streets in a different house that's chosen every year. This year's house was shown on Google Maps. Worship of Maximon predates the Spanish, and prayers are still offered in Tz'utujil. A chain-smoking trickster and protector, Maximon's cigarette is perpetually kept lit.